On Global TV News Express, First Lady Remi Tinubu urges collective action to protect schools. In business, National Agency for Great Green Wall scales up projects to tackle desertification, boost food security. On foreign scene, President Trump says United States set to move forward with new sanctions on Russia. And in sports, Nottingham Forest sack manager Nuno after rising tension. Hello and welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and across the world on Global News Express. Coming to you live from our nation's capital, Abuja, I am Anita Patrick. A quick reminder that Global Television is on DSTV channel 365 and Star Times 276. Now the news in full. Nigeria's First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, has called for collective efforts to protect education and safeguard schools across the country, describing it as essential to securing Nigeria's future. The First Lady, an educator and former teacher, made the call in her message commemorating the 2025 International Day to Protect Education from Attack. Despite the crucial role elections play in shaping Nigeria's democracy, many citizens still shy away from registering or casting their votes. This voter apathy raises concern about accountability, representation, and the future of governance in the country. Our correspondent Kabir Hassan takes the streets of Abuja to hear reasons why some Nigerians are reluctant to either vote or register to cast their ballots.
The fear of injustice in voting has taken charge across Nigerian citizens' minds as the reason why majority of them neither register or obtain voters card or cast their votes during election. In every democracy, the power of people lies in their votes, but in Nigeria, voters' apathy remains a challenge, with millions of eligible citizens refusing to register or failing to cast their ballot during the elections. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has warned that refusing to vote not only weakens democracy, but also denies citizens the chance to influence decisions that affect their lives.
I want to vote, but you see, this voting is discouraging because what I vote will not really count. So this is not, we have been saying it, but the truth of the matter is that that's just the way they do it.
It's my civic responsibility for me to vote now. It's the right that I have to exercise to choose my leader. But unfortunately, our vote don't need to count these days.
Our vote doesn't count. It's not what they will vote, that's what they will show, they will bring out.
The reason why people feel their vote is not being counted is because of our leaders. If our leaders will make it right, then everybody will vote.
Participation in elections helps reduce rigging, improves accountability, and gives citizens the right demand better governance from those they elect. But many young Nigerians still believe in their vote does not count, pointing the flaws in the system. According to them, their votes do not count because when they vote, it's not what turns out as the result.
The reason that I vote because we need good leader, we need change, because there is problem in this nation.
The reason why we vote is to vote someone who is capable and competent for his constituency, and it's necessary for you to have a voter's card to make a vote count in every election.
So the confidence will start from the electoral body. They have to make us believe that our vote will count. It's when they make us believe that our vote will count, that is when the citizen will come out now and exercise their civic rights.
We all know what is going on because by the time they vote, for instance, in my polling unit, by the time they bring a certain figure that I know what each party scores. If at the national level they will announce another thing, I don't believe in what the INEC say.
Voters' apathy remains one of Nigerians' biggest democratic challenges, while frustration with the system is real. Expert insists that refusing to vote only hands over power to others. The call remains for citizens, especially the youths, to take ownership of the democratic process. Kabir Hassan, reporting for Global TV News.
And to education, more than 6,400 candidates who sat for the 2025 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination are now under review for suspected malpractice. This follows the submission of a report by the Board's Special Committee on examination infractions. Global Television's education correspondent Priscilla Obasi tells us more.
At the JAM headquarters in Buhari, Abuja, the chairman of the committee, Dr. Jake Ebele, said examination malpractice in Nigeria has become highly organized, technology-driven, and culturally normalized. The report uncovered over 4,200 cases of fingerprint blending, 190 cases of AI-assisted image morphing, as well as fraud involving multiple national identity number registrations and false declarations. According to the committee, candidates are not acting alone. Some schools, parents, and CBT centers are complicit in sustaining malpractice.
It is with a deep sense of duty, humility, and commitment to the integrity of our nation's education system that I, on behalf of the Special Committee on Examination Infraction, stand before you today to present the report of our assignment.
The committee recommended tougher measures such as AI-powered monitoring, cancellation of fraudulent results, prosecution of offenders, and a nationwide Integrity First campaign. For under 18 offenders, the report advised rehabilitation and counseling.
This was no small task, but the committee, composed of experts from academia, technology, security, civil society, and law.
JAM Registrar Professor Ishak Oloyede welcomed the report and assured that its findings will guide reform aimed at restoring credibility in the admissions process.
We are confident that the report we are receiving is thorough, evidence-based, uncompromising in its pursuit of the truth, and will be very useful to the development of education in this country.
With the latest revelations, the fight against malpractice intensifies. The real test may be whether students, schools, and parents are willing to embrace integrity as the only path to success. Priscilla Obasi, Global Television News, Abuja.
Pedestrian bridges are meant to save lives, but in Abuja, many residents continue to risk theirs by crossing busy highways instead of using them. Despite more than 15 pedestrian bridges across the city, poor planning, insecurity, and neglect have turned many of these structures into unsafe and underused facilities. Sadia Yakubu reports on the safety concerns and challenges facing pedestrian bridges in the Federal Capital Territory.
Not the same way. One day, the legacy, something must change.
Pedestrian bridges are often located far from bus stops or common crossing points. Residents prefer to dash across expressways, since walking to and from bridges is seen as time-consuming. Many bridges lack lighting and security, making them dangerous after dark. Some have become hotspots for criminal activities.
The use of pedestrian is for the ease and safety for the walker, people who normally cross the road, and the safety of accident and any other incident that may occur by the roadside.
Bridges are frequently taken over by street vendors, accumulating clutter that forces pedestrians to avoid them. Additional issues include vandalized lighting infrastructure and physical barricades.
So, some people, they are eager to move in, and they are not used for climbing this barrier bridge, so which is not good. This is protecting our life and our property. But I don't know, some people we are advising they should not be cross the road. But what the action that this government is trying, we appreciate it. So that is the reason why we are always advising people to follow this flyover, because to avoid accident. People are dying every day.
In areas like Bega, Galadimawa, and other areas, residents who lacked a bridge near their destinations died attempting to cross. Many bridges are inaccessible to those using wheelchairs or cloth crutches due to staircases and lack of design consideration.
Pedestrian bridge is made for advantage of every citizen in every country. So why some people are not using it? Let me just start from them. Why they are not using it? Sometimes they feel that maybe from their working place, then maybe they were tired. Climb that bridge is somehow for them. So they just prefer to just find a way and cross the road. And the second reason, maybe especially in the night, they do rob some people there in the night using some knife some all this shotgun on top the bridge there. So that, especially in the night, that was the reason why many people are not using that pedestrian bridge. And again, why the pedestrian bridge is useful for everybody to be used is that it's because just to prevent accident.
Until pedestrian bridges in Abuja are made safer, more accessible and better integrated into the city's transport system, many residents will continue to put their lives at risk on the highways. For Global Television, I am Sadia Yakubu reporting.
And to some security matters, Nigeria's security forces say sustained pressure is shrinking the space for terrorists, kidnappers and criminal syndicates in what authorities describe as one of the clearest signs, yet that coordinated operations are making the country safer. This came to bear at the monthly joint security press briefing at the National Orientation Agency in Abuja. I was there and filed on this report. From military airstrikes in Zamfara that killed 30 terrorists to police crackdowns that rescued 141 kidnapped victims, August was a month of intense operations. Director General of the National Orientation Agency, Larry Issa Onilu, who delivered a report, urged citizens to engage in intelligence gathering to also aid the operations of the security operatives. He added that the Army carried out 261 missions nationwide, while 76 fighters, including women and children, surrendered. According to him, intelligence-led actions also broke up arms straggling pipelines, leading to the arrest of suspected kidnap kingpins and the rescue of a Taraba lecturer.
The Army executed 261 operations. Police made 1,950 arrests and rescued 141 victims. NDLEA seized 66,255.81 kilograms of narcotics and deployed 48 new vehicles.
Issa Onilu noted that the police dismantled 37 gangs, recovered firearms and explosives, and made nearly 2,000 arrests, while NDLEA seized more than 66,000 kilograms of narcotics and rehabilitated over 800 users and deployed 48 new vehicles to boost mobility. He further said anti-graft agencies are also making gains, as the EFCC alone secured 588 convictions and recovered more than 21 billion naira. At the borders, he said immigration intercepted 50 trafficking victims and blocked smugglers, while NAFDAC seized 17 containers of unsaved imports.
To the field. EFCC secured 588 convictions with over 21.06 billion naira recovered. NAFDAC seized 17 containers of falsified and unsaved goods, and immigration strengthened border control with 10,803 visas approved, targeted deniers, and trafficking victim interceptions were also recorded.
Officials say these successes reflect better intelligence sharing, stronger interagency collaboration, and more direct communication with the public to counter misinformation. Anieti Patrick, reporting for Global TV. Unemployment in Nigeria remains a pressing national concern, affecting millions of citizens and threatening economic growth. Despite the resilience of self-employed Nigerians, the reality is that most jobs are still found in the informal sector, with limited security and opportunities for advancement. Zarao Nasiru takes a closer look at the latest figures and what they reveal about the country's labor market.
According to the latest figures from the National Bureau of Statistics, unemployment and underemployment continue to weigh heavily on the nation's workforce. While some progress has been recorded in self-employment and small-scale ventures, the formal job market has remained tight. Nigerians interviewed by Global Television in Abuja stressed that government alone cannot tackle the crisis, insisting that private sector investment and job creation are equally essential.
Government cannot employ every youth. Are you getting? If government can employ, like, let's say 60% of the youth, it's okay. But I want the youth to be self-reliant. Read their course that when you come out, whether government white-collar job or not, you can be self-reliant.
I think, like, if the government can, bring up initiatives to support private businesses, maybe even come up with other different initiatives that can help unemployment. And yeah, basically I think it's just something that the government and the private sector can work hand in hand.
Nigerians warn that unless urgent reforms are made to stimulate industries, strengthen education and vocational training, and attract investment, the country may continue to face rising poverty and inequality.
Somebody is 70 and is still working, you cannot be effective and you want that person to deliver. Meanwhile, every year we have thousands of graduates coming out of school. So I think the government should put more measures to tackle those who are due for retirement. I think the federal government should put in strong measures to look at that particular aspect. If that aspect...
Well, the government can do more because they are the custodian of the Constitution. So there are so many policies that they can create which can benefit the youth. Definitely we have unemployment in this country, and this situation is catastrophic to our security.
If you employ people to work now, thief no go there. All this rubbish thing where people do, no go do now.
The findings of the youth report align with data released by the National Bureau of Statistics. According to the Bureau, youth unemployment and underemployment remain critical challenges, with millions trapped in informal and unstable jobs that offer little income security. Zahra Nasser, reporting for Global TV News.
You're watching the live broadcast of News Express, where News Express returns. National Agency for Great Green Wall scales up projects to tackle desertification, boost food security. Details coming shortly, plus foreign and sports stories on the other side of this break. Please stay with us. Welcome back. It's good to have you there. In business, Nigeria battle against desert encroachments is getting fresh momentum as the National Agency for the Great Green Wall says it is scaling up effort to plant 20 billion trees by 2030. Director General of the agency, Saleh Abubakar, who stated this in an exclusive interview with Global Television in Abuja, insisted that the target will not only secure the environment, but also strengthen the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Tinubu. Global TV correspondent Mukhtar Kasim tells us more.
The Director General of the agency, Saleh Abubakar, enumerated the mission of the agency, which among others is to combat desertification, restore degraded lands, and make Nigeria's drylands green again. He said in the agency's efforts to achieve these, more nurseries, boreholes, and stronger community participation are now being rolled out to match the scale of its ambition.
My vision is to combat desert encroachment, transform the Nigerian drylands into green environments. I will be done when we plant 20 billion trees between now and 2030. Climate crisis also includes food insecurity. So what we are doing is to secure the environment so that food production can take place.
Saleh also stated that the agency, under its flagship initiative, has distributed 5 million date palm seedlings, a crop with strong economic value that can generate jobs for women, youth, and households across Nigeria.
The agency has chosen as well to distribute 5 million date palm seedlings to interested people in our communities. And this has been accepted as a palliative that can really see us through, because we are going to create livelihood around those date palm trees we are planting, and then there is a long value chain attached to it as well. These date palms, if we get them planted, they will mature in 4 years, and each tree will give out about 100 kg in 6 months. So each tree will produce 200 kg every month. And this is enough.
According to him, all the efforts are to align with President Bola Tinubu's Renewed Hope agenda, a vision to turn climate action into jobs, livelihoods, and stability for millions.
All these activities we are doing, intention to plant 20 billion trees, intention to grow 50 million date palm seedlings in this country. These are part of the Mr. President's Renewed Hope agenda to get people engaged in economic activities. And these economic activities will further enhance more growth in the economy of this country. We would like to create employment for our teeming youth, the housewives who are staying at home, who do not go out. They can all key into this date palm production.
There is no doubt that the battle against desert encroachment will be successful as the Great Green Wall pushes ahead with its ambitious tree planting program and other strategies to combat the menace. Mukhtar Kasim, reporting for Global Television News.
And in sport, Nigeria's path to the 2026 World Cup remains alive but precarious, with only groups winners earning automatic qualification and runner-ups limited to a playoff system. Every match, points, and tiebreaker counts. Confederation of Africa Footballers revamped format divides the continent's 54 teams into 9 groups of 6, playing home and away round robins. Well, that's it on the news, but before we go, let's take a look at our headlines, stories that made our headlines today. We also had that Nigeria's First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, has called for collective effort to protect education and safeguard schools across the country, describing it as essential to securing Nigeria's future. And in business, we told you Nigeria's battle against desert encroachment is getting fresh momentum as the National Agency for the Great Green Wall says it is scaling up efforts to plant 20 billion trees by 2030. And on the foreign scene, United States President Donald Trump says his administration is prepared to move forward with a new sanction on Russia. And in sports, we told you Nigeria's path to the 2026 World Cup remains alive but precarious, with only group winners earning automatic qualification and runner-ups limited to playoff system. Every match, every point, and tiebreaker counts. And that's it on Global TV News Express. A quick reminder that Global TV is on DSTV channel 365 and Star Times 276. Kindly follow us on all across our social media platforms now showing on your screen at Global TV NG. I am Anita Patrick. Thank you for joining us.